Alrighty, well here we go, first solo podcast. What's up guys, welcome back to your favorite podcast, the Dirt Drive podcast. This week it is just me, Tim. I recorded this on, what is today, Saturday the 29th. Just kind of last minute decided to go for a hike. Thought what a better time than now to do my first solo pod. I know Fred just did his first one with the Co-Drivers podcast, which turned out really well. Good job, Fred. That inspired me to come out here and do this one. Not really. I kind of just wanted to go for a hike today, and I'm like, what better time than a hike to go for the first solo pod, get a little creek action in the background, get some hiking in, test out the hiking poles again for the second time. And I just love hiking. I don't know, it's technically off-roading, just without a vehicle. It's off-roading before off-roading was a thing. I love hiking, man. It's probably my second favorite form of recreation behind all the automotive stuff. It's just fun. Get out in the nature, get exhausted, move around, see cool things, especially on the Appalachian Trail. The Appalachian Trail is 2 miles from my house, and I absolutely love it. I love coming out here. It's quick, easy, right up the road, and a quick jump over. It's about 6.5 miles to get some beer and some hamburgers at the end, and then the wife comes gets me. But hiking. I was thinking about what I was going to say pretty much the whole time. Then I got down, turned on the camera. No idea what I'm going to say now. Yeah, so pretty much just catching up with you guys. I feel like we have a lot of guests on, we move a lot, we do a lot of fun things, but you guys don't really get to hear from us that often other than the chaotic boys shows. So I'll give you a little life update. We're about 3 weeks away from the baby. That's pretty chaotic. It's been nice. Slowing down, staying home, but I say slowing down, there's not really much slowing down at all. It's a lot of going, but it's a lot of going at home, a lot of home remodeling, a lot of not a lot of baby showers. We did the baby shower, tucking stuff away, just getting ready. With that came the Lexus. I really enjoy the Lexus. Haven't had much time to do anything off-road with it, and I probably won't for a while. We had dinner last night with my wife's family, and they were talking about the October trip that we do. So that'll probably be the first time that I have it out. Here's some hikers. First time we have it out doing some fun stuff. Get down there to New River Gorge at Ace Adventure Resort and do like a nice mild weekend of famverlanding, as PJ would say. PJ and Tom had a really fun week. They were up in Detroit with America's Most Wanted, becoming certified installers for Hemis, brother. So we'll be doing some Hemi swaps at the shop, some Hellcats, some Demons, some really cool stuff coming. They recorded at least one podcast with someone that we've really wanted. I'm going to save that as a surprise for next week. Yeah, they've been having a lot of fun. And the weekend before, the boys went to the Ultra 4 race. Jed came down. I was last week's episode. Jed came down, stayed at the house. Just a lot of hanging out, drinking beer, working on shit. Then they went to the Ultra 4 race, which I know Tom and PJ need a recap. We'll get that coming up here at some point. But it's been busy, slowing down, but also not. Just anticipating life. Looking forward to it. We were talking last week, in last week's episode, how fortunate you are and we are. Is coming out here in nature really helps put that in perspective for me. I really enjoy being out here. It just kind of hits reset. Don't look at my phone. I got my watch on right now. When I'm hiking, my watch is covered up. No sense of time other than the occasional mile marker. No sense of distance. Just out here moving. And I've hiked this one a bunch, this section, this 6.5 miles. It, unlike being off-road, it always changes. New trees down. I mean, unlike overlanding, rock crawling changes every time. New trees down, you forget where you are. You're just so tired that you just forget the landmarks that as you pass them. You're like, oh, that's a cool thing. Like today, I saw a giant house that I've never seen before, just off in the distance up on the mountain. I'm like, that's brand new. I don't remember this section at all. I'm just following the white blazes. If you don't know, the Appalachian Trail is marked with 6x2 white blazes on trees every 100 to 300 feet. So all you do is follow the white blazes until you get to where you want to end. I had this place in mind. I love this. I haven't camped here yet. Me and Alex did some you guys met Alex. We did some backpack camping last weekend at Sky Meadow, which was awesome. I had the intent to do a podcast, but I'm sure, like you guys know, we've said it all the time, and I'm sure you guys have tried to do YouTube stuff or do YouTube stuff. When you're out there and just having a good time, you don't want to ruin the moment by pulling out mics and a camera. So we didn't. Just two dudes hanging out, testing out camping gear. I was able to do a full overnight with some of my overlanding stuff, some of my backpacking stuff out of this backpack. I love this backpack. I bought this for our Euro trip last year. It's turned out to be a really nice pack, other than a few little things. Now I know what to shop for next time when I buy a backpack. If you guys want me to go over my backpacking and hiking gear, I definitely can. It's not that much. I can show you what I take for an overnight. If you're not interested in backpacking and camping at all, if you hate the solo pod, let me know. I won't do it again. Or I will. I don't know. I kind of like it. Just out here in the woods rambling with a burbling creek in the background. Backpacking has been something I've done for a long time. I've been backpacking probably since I've been 9 years old with the Boy Scouts. And I wasn't a great Boy Scout. I got just enough to go to Philmont, New Mexico and do a 110-mile hike, and then I quit. But I guess I was a good Boy Scout, because a lot of the kids that I know that were Boy Scouts don't even touch this stuff anymore. So that's kind of where my love for backpacking started, was there. And since then, it's been a few trips, not trips, a few hikes, good hikes a year. This is one of my favorites. Just this section between, if you guys know where we are, we're in Northern Virginia. You have Bear Chase on Route 7, and then all the way at the other end, you have Paris, Virginia on Route 50. In the middle, you have Morgan Mills Road, which is usually where I start. If you go either way, it's about 6 miles, and it's tough hiking, but it's really good hiking. I really, really enjoy it. And it's a good day hike. I can go do a few hours, have my wife come pick me up, go home, do my laundry, have a nice home-cooked meal, and go to bed. Not too bad. Like tomorrow, I didn't bring the dog with me today. I love bringing Odin, but I'm feeling out of shape. And I wanted to make sure that I could do the hike without having a dog rely on me. So I didn't bring him, which I feel like was a mistake now, because I'm doing pretty damn good as I'm sitting here breathing. Tomorrow I'm doing another small hike, a mile round trip, just with the dog to get him out, go bebopping. Bebopping's been one of my word of the weeks. If you know me or know people around me, you know I've got word of the weeks. Bebopping has been this week's word of the week, brought to you by DirtNerds Off-Road. Go bebopping around. It's what we do in the woods, just bebopping. Kind of without a sense of direction, kind of just going, cruising around. Just like what we're doing today. God. I kind of love it out here. Absolutely love it. Just good being out in nature. Love doing it with friends, but doing it by yourself is something on my bucket list. I want to do an overnight overlanding trip by myself. Just go down like GW National Forest. Go maybe do the BDR. do a single overnight, come back home, maybe 2 overnights. That's one thing that I really want to do is just more solo exploration. Not that doing it with friends isn't fun, because it absolutely is. But it's just kind of a different thing when you do it by yourself. Get to know who you are. You got to be all right with who's up here, which I am. It's taken me a while. It's taken me a long while to be all right with who's up here, but we're there. I'm excited for it. Important thing to love yourself. And now we're down. Now we're down the spiral hole. No, it is an important thing to love yourself. It's one thing that I tell all my people around me is I love them and I hope they love them. And I love all of you and I hope you love you. Because it's important. Can't really settle into who you are and be comfortable in life until you know who you are and love yourself and are comfortable in your day-to-day. That's kind of something that I've taken to heart over the last few years. Do what you enjoy. Do what you enjoy with people around you. But if they don't enjoy what you do, just do what you enjoy. And drink water. I've not drank enough water today. Another reason I'd bring the dog with me is because first time I went hiking, I brought my hydro flasks. I had 3 hydro flasks. 40 ounces, plenty of water, too much weight. So Jed left this full when he was here last weekend, 2 weekends ago, whenever he was here. So I brought it on my hike with me last Friday. And then I got another bottle of water. But I couldn't find, I bought 2 Life Waters. I couldn't find the 3rd bottle. So because I saved the bottles because it's not worth buying a new one, I just fill them at home. But I couldn't find the 3rd bottle and I wanted to bring that for the dog. So I got to go buy a 3rd bottle of water. It's just super inconvenient because the nearest Sheetz or gas station is like 20 minutes from the house. So to get out there, 20 minutes out, 40 minutes round trip, then I got to drive a few more minutes up to, here comes a dog. Oh, and a human. So like I said, as much as I wanted to bring the dog today, didn't have water for him. I did find out, I'm going to say this on camera so you can remember when I'm editing this. Mountain Smith dog backpacks. Go buy one. Met some people on the trail, nice couple on the trail today that had a black lab. And the dog was wearing a backpack, and I absolutely love that idea. Because I'm carrying all the weight for me. Get the dog carry some weight for itself. And that way I don't have to worry about it. I also need to get a dog bowl for him. So that way he's not just drinking out of creeks, which is fine. But here comes a guy. How you doing?
Doing all right. You all right?
Doing all right. Just hanging out.
That's okay too.
Taking a nice breather. Where are you coming from?
Fairfax.
Okay. So just quick day hike. I live right here on Morgan Mills Road.
Fair enough.
So just quick day hike, hanging out, taking a breather by the water. Just enjoying it.
Excellent.
Sometimes I find myself moving too fast, so I'm just like, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna hang out.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the creek.
There you go.
So.
And your Crazy Creek shirt or seat.
Yeah. Oh, I love these seats.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I was a boy. Last time I went hiking. I did backpacking at Sky Meadow last week with a buddy, and I pulled this out of the storage, out of the basement. I haven't used it in 15 years. And I pulled that out. I'm like, why the hell don't I just pack this with me every time I leave the house?
You use it for everything.
It's so nice.
Yeah, you can actually use it. I know some folks use it as their bedroll.
Okay.
You know, adds either you can use it to add extra insulation.
Yeah.
Or you could just, if you want to go ultra light.
Yeah, I'm not about that. I'm a big guy. I can carry some weight.
Yeah. I'm all about sleep.
Yeah.
If I don't get my sleep,
I'm
not nearly as pleasant in the morning as.
And I always find that the first night of sleep is not nearly as good as the second night. You got to take the first night to adjust, get used to it. Second night, out like a light.
Yep.
And whether I do a bunch of car camping, overlanding stuff. So whether I'm doing that or doing backpacking, first night sucks. I gotta to have a glass of whiskey, have a little flask to get through the first night.
Yep.
Second night, stone cold sober, happy as a clam.
There you go. Yep. No,
So,
I'm with you on that one.
how far are you going today?
I'm hoping to get in 12 miles.
Okay, so you're going in all the way down to Route 50-ish?
No, probably down to Pua Falls and back.
Oh, just round trip? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice, that's where I started. That's a rough round trip. I just came down this climb and I'm like, I always,
Pua?
yeah, I always
How
go
much further did I got?
probably, I don't know. I don't really track. I just follow the blazes until I get to Bear's Den.
How long did it take you? How's that?
What time is it now?
It's 12:30.
I've probably been sitting here for 20 minutes. So started at 10. Been sitting here for 20 minutes, so 2 hours.
2 hours? Oh. That'd be easy peasy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
About 4 miles or so.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Excellent. All right.
Yep. Have a good one. Enjoy your hike.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah. It's got like an upturned scale. I don't know if this is spout run.
It feels like it. I have no idea. Oh, you're good, dude. I'm just sitting here recording a podcast.
Yeah. Oh, cool, man.
It's my first solo one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 150 episodes in on my podcast. Never done a solo podcast by myself.
Today's the day.
Today's the day. I felt it. All my buddies are out, and we do a bunch of overlanding, so we're like an off-road overlanding podcast.
Okay.
But I'm like, I'm gonna hiking today, do my first podcast, sit by a creek.
Very cool, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, we don't want to be.
Oh, you're good.
Pick up any kind of.
I got an extra mic if you want to sit down and hang out.
Oh shoot, man. You may want to. I don't know.
But yeah, this is one of my favorite spots to come and sit. I came from Pua Falls. I didn't know the name of it, but
Where's that at?
Morgan Mills.
Morgan Mills. Okay.
Yeah. So this is one of my favorite spots to sit right before. I'm almost at the end at Bear's Den. So
Sandmore is not too far away. Yeah, Bear's Den, right around the corner.
yeah.
This is my first time coming out down this way. Southbound. That's nice.
Yeah, that climb right there, I was just telling him, that climb right there, coming down it felt like forever. I couldn't imagine going up it. I always go this way because I live at the bottom of Morgan Mills,
Okay.
and I just go get a beer and have my wife pick me up.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
So,
Yeah, I feel like this may be not spout run, but another. I don't have my map on me.
yeah. I use Gaia. If my phone wasn't in the mount, I'd tell you.
Oh, well, I got mine in my bag, dude. It's a good thing we're not touching our phones.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I cover my watch up, put my phone in my backpack.
What was that?
I said I cover my watch up, put my phone in my backpack, and just follow the blazes on the tree till I get to the beer.
Yeah, man. That's cool. You like have a YouTube?
Yeah, it's Dirt Nerds Off-Road.
Dirt in this off-road?
Dirt Nerds Off-Road.
Dirt Nerds Off-Road.
Yep.
Dirt Nerds Off-Road.
Yeah, and the podcast is the Dirt Drive Podcast.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Yeah, Tim.
Tim.
Nice to meet you guys.
Logan.
Nice to meet you guys.
Take it easy, Tim.
Cool, see you later on. Enjoy your hike.
Yeah, thank you for the info.
Man, just like off-roading, there's good people everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. You end up talking, when you're out here hiking, suffering. It's not that much suffering. But you just end up meeting good people. Kind of with the same mission, just out here enjoying it. I can't remember what I was talking about beforehand. But cannot remember. Solo hiking, doing more solo stuff. That's where I was. As much fun as it was with friends, doing it alone is a good thing to do. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I think we're gonna do a short one this week. It's gonna take me some time to get into. God, it was so wild. As I was hiking, I'm like, I know exactly what I'm gonna say. I've got like an hour of stuff to talk about. Soon as I turn on the mics and the camera, blank. Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave it as a short one today. Call it 25 minutes, maybe. Maybe I'll record some more at the end. But thank you guys for joining us. This is episode 149. 150 is next week. 150 is a big one. A really cool guest. 6 more episodes till 3 years. Never missing a week. We may be a small show. We may be an East Coast show. But I absolutely love this. Podcast has been one of the most fun things I've ever done. Met a lot of cool people. Done a lot of cool things. Let me know if you guys like the solo episodes. We can get solo episodes. It may be hard. But we can try and get solo episodes from everyone's perspective. As I get into it, I'll bring a a note sheet, so obviously I can't look at my phone right now, but so I can take notes and leave notes and go to some more people. God, it is busy today. Take notes and actually have things to talk about other than just trying to remember. But let me know. Said if you don't like the solo pod, that's fine. If you do, excellent. I'll do more of them. Do more of them in the woods. That'll be one of the stipulations. If I'm doing a solo pod, I'll never be sitting at the house in the Jeep. I'll always be at camp or somewhere in the woods, preferably next to a creek. Hopefully it's not too loud. And that'll be what I'll do is we'll do solo pods from the woods. Only here. I'm gonna actually, yeah, only here at the dirt drive. There's a bunch of people. I guess we're getting close to the end. I have not seen this many people all day. But now we just got passed by like 12 people going either way. But that's it. That's all we got for this, guys, this week. Follow us everywhere social at the Dirt Drive, DirtNerds Motors, DirtNerds Offroad. And we'll freaking see you next week. Thanks for listening, guys.